Right, so let's take it from the start back in 2022. I created this animation in Blender with the baryonyx with my first attempt of animation, 3D modelling, environment design, rendering, and I decided to revisit it. So taking what I've learned over the past 2 years, I've rendered it out in a new engine in Cycles. I've adjusted the environment, but I still wasn't happy enough with it, so then I decided to update the model. Doing that, I jumped into Maya. I wanted to create a 3D skeleton that I could then build the mesh on top of. So using the sculpting tools in Maya, I created a skeleton using reference images, and then from that I went into Blender and started building muscle on top of that skeleton to create a more of a structure. From there I went into ZBrush to start building the skin on top of the muscle, and then finally, to add some texture, I went into Substance Painter and added the final bits of detail. Once I did that, I then went back and reanimated the model into the scene to produce this. Once it was created, I wasn't too happy because the animation was still fairly janky and the scene was a bit outdated. From this, I wanted to create a brand new scene, so I started to storyboard out the scene, and once I had an idea of what I was going to create, I then started bulking out my scenes both in Blender and Unreal Engine, using XML assets and the pre-animated baryonyx that I had created, and with all those assets I combined them together to start producing a animated sequence. I also wanted to create a title sequence using 3D, so I created this, and then once that was done I started to combine it all together and produced what is now available on my YouTube, the Heavy Claw, named after the baryonyx's name. This short film is a culmination and showcase of my transferable skills across 3D, from Maya to Blender to Substance Painter and ZBrush, and then taking that into Unreal, and also the skills I've developed over the past 3 years as a 3D artist, and I think it shows in this short, so I hope you enjoy, and see you next time.